Done talking about how to find the volume of rectangular prisms. Now we're going to talk about how we find the volume of a rectangular pyramid. So we're looking at a pyramid. Obviously, we know it's a pyramid because it has one base, and all of the faces come together to make a point at the top. That's how we know it's a pyramid. Think of the most famous example of pyramids I can think of are the pyramids of Giza. So one base, and at the opposite side of the base is a point. So again, we look at our formula to find volume. We have 1/3 times capital B times H. Capital B is area of the base. And again, that is very important to understand. Capital B, area of the base, which is, in this particular example, is a rectangle. Rectangle. Capital B, area of the base, is found using area is equal to base times the height, only because the base is a rectangle. You have to identify the base first, then determine what shape is the base, and that is how you figure out how you find the area of the base. If the base was a triangle, base times height divided by 2. It just depends on what shape the base is. All right, so the volume of a pyramid is 1/3. It is a third of the volume of a prism when the bases and heights are congruent. So if the measurements are the same, 3 pyramids can fit inside one prism. So we want to be able to find the volume of the pyramid above. We're going to give some measurements to that pyramid above. We're going to say that this side, we're going to give the exact same measurements as we did in the rectangular prism. We've got this side is 5 inches. We have this as 3 inches. And the height, we'll say from here to here is 12 inches. All right, so the volume of a rectangular pyramid is volume equals 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. First things first, find the area of the base, capital B. Capital B is equal to base times height, 5 times 3. (15 inches squared). Now all we need to do is plug it in to our formula. And one thing that we need to remember, multiplying by 1/3 is the same as dividing by 3. Dividing by 3. Important for us to know that. All right, so volume is equal to 1/3 base times height. I'm going to continue this. Let's do it right here. 1/3 times the area of the base, which is 15, times the height, which is, in this case, 12. All right. So I'm going to take, when I multiply 1/3 times 15, So there's a few different ways that we can do this. Because I'm multiplying all of these, I can multiply them in whichever fashion I want. I can do 1/3 times 15, 1/3 times 12, and then multiply the product of those by the third term that I haven't used yet. However, I know 15 is divisible by 3, so I'm going to multiply those out first. 1/3 times 15, or 15 divided by 3, is 5, times 12. So volume is equal to 5 times 12, which is 60 inches cubed. And if you look, we've said it a few times that the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 that of the volume of a prism. So three of these pyramids will fit into one rectangular prism that has the exact same dimensions. 60 times 3 is 180, and 180 is the volume of the rectangular prism. So 3 pyramids will fit in one prism. All right, now let's do a bit of practice. All right. So, name the shape. In this case, we know it's a pyramid because it has one base. Also, that one base, opposite that one base is a point, pyramid. What is the shape of the base? Shape is a rectangle, so this is a rectangular pyramid. The volume defined, the equation to find the volume of a pyramid is volume is equal to 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Area of the base, it's a rectangle, base times height. Base times height, which is equal to 17.5 times 32. Lovely. So now we got to figure out what 17.5 times 32 is. All right. I guess we'll have to do that right here. 17.5 is going to go on top. 32 is going to go below. Less digits goes down below. More digits goes on top. 2 times 5 is 10. Regroup. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 1 is 15. Regroup. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. I'm moving over place value. Drop my 0. 3 times 5, 15. Regroup. So 3 times 7 is 21 plus 1 is 22. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. Add everything up. Determine where my decimal goes. Find the decimal in the problem. There's one digit to the right of it, which means in our answer there should be one digit to the right. So base times height, 17.5 times 32 is equal to 560 feet square. The height of our pyramid is, let me see, I'm gonna erase all that. The height of our pyramid is this line right here, and the length of that is 24. So now we plug it in to our equation. See if I can zoom in, make a little bit more room. Volume is equal to 1/3. Area of the base is 560 times the height, which is 24. All right, so again, I can multiply these out however I want. 1/3 times 560, 1/3 times 24, 560 times 24, and then whatever the product of that, I can multiply by the third term that I did not use. I know I can easily find 1/3 times 24, and that will save me from dividing. So I'm going to do 1/3 times 24 first. 24 divided by 3 is 8 times 560. 560 times 8. 8 times 6 is 48. Regroup. 8 times 5 is 40 plus 4. Volume is equal to 4,480 feet to the third power. All right, I'm going to make another video. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to make one more video for practice. I will probably be doing, since looks like this one got messed up, and same thing with this one, I'll be doing this problem and this problem, and I'll leave the last two for you to do by yourself. I'll talk to you in the next video.